Hi students, welcome back. This is Plus 2 Computer Science Chapter 9 Part 1 video. Before getting into the video, please do subscribe. So in this chapter, you're going to learn the basic concepts of various collection data types in Python, such as list, tuples, sets, and dictionary. Okay, now let's start with list. List in Python is known as a sequence data type. It is just like a string, and it is an ordered collection of values enclosed within square brackets. So at the very beginning, let us learn how to create a list in Python. So just look at the example. Here marks is the variable, and here we do have open square bracket and close square bracket. In between we do have elements. So data present inside the square brackets are called as elements. It can be numbers, it can be characters, it can be string, or even it can be nested list as well. Now look at this line. Here my list is considered to be nested list. I'll tell you how. Here we do have the list. Inside this list we do have another list. So this is the way to represent nested list. Nested list is a list containing another list as an element. So let's see how to access elements in Python. So automatically we do have index value for each elements, and by default it begins with 0. Index value can be used to access an element in a list. So look at the example. Here we do have positive value and negative value for indexing. Positive value of indexing counts from the beginning of the list, and negative value means counting backward from end of the list, that is in reverse order. So now to access an element from the given list, what we have to do? Simply write the name of the list and followed by the index of that particular element enclosed within square bracket. So run the program and you do get the answer 10. So index 0, the value stored is 10. So in case if you want to access all the elements of a list, then we have to introduce loops. Yes, loops are used to access elements from a list. The initial value of the loop must be 0. It is 0 because the index value of a list begins with 0. So let's do it. Let us introduce a variable and assign the initial value as 0. And in the next line, we have to introduce while loop. So while, what will be our condition? I should be less than 4, because here we do have total 4 elements. Index value will be 3. So we have to set the condition as I less than 4. In case if you are going to give I less than or equal to, then your index target should be 3. Here I less than or equal to 3. If you are writing less than, then proceed with the number 4. And then we do have print statement. So this print should be within a block, and then we need to give increment statement. So I is equal to I plus 1, and at last change the value here, index value. It should be I, the variable name. Let's run the program. Yes, we got the result. All the elements in that particular list is printed. If you need to print the list of elements in reverse order, just give negative range, and your condition should be changed. I should be greater than or equal to minus 4, and here increment should be done with minus 1. So do remember, reverse order, each and everything should have negative value. Initial value, test condition, increment or decrement should have negative range. Look at the output. We got the elements in reverse order. So let's see how to change an element in list. So lists are mutable, which means they can be changed. A list of element or range of elements can be changed or altered by using simple assignment operator, that is equal to. So here look at the list. We do have marks and 4 elements are there. So if you want to replace 41 by some other number, how to do that? Let's see. We have to give the name first. Simply write the name. Use the square bracket. Inside the square bracket, we have to specify the index of 41. What is the index of 41? Index value of 41? It is 2. Simply write the index value and use assignment operator and replace by any other number. So let's run the program. So look at the output. It is in reverse order, but still 41 is replaced by 99. So now let's learn how to add more elements in a list. In Python, append function is used to add single element. Okay, now let's try that. We do have a list here. Now I'm just going to add one element to this. So you have to specify your list name and dot operator. Then we have to use the function append. And inside the bracket, you have to specify what number you are going to add. Whatever, it is completely your wish. You can enter any data there. And to check whether it is inserted or not, let's print the list. So simply write the name of the list inside print statement. So it will print the entire list as it is. So look at the result. Yes, 80 is added. 80 is inserted to the existing list. And the next one, we do have extend function. This function is used to add more than one element to an existing list. So let's try this. The same procedure as we did for append, the same procedure. Simply write the numbers, separate by comma, and let's execute the program. So here we do have 4 elements and we are extending the list, adding 4 more elements. And let's see what will be the result. Look at this. All the datas are just inserted. So this append function and extend function, they are just going to add the element at the end of the list. It is not going to be inserted in middle of the existing list. It will just add at the end of the existing list. So here we do have a function called insert function. So this function is used to insert an element at any position of a list. For example, look at this. We have written the function name and in second index, I just want to add the number 68. You can give any index and any value, but the index should not exceed the existing list. So let's run the program. So look at the 68 is inserted in second index of the existing list. Okay, now let's learn how to delete elements from a list. We do have 2 ways to delete elements. One is delete statement and the other one is remove function. So let's learn about delete statement. Okay, we have a list with 4 elements and this is delete statement. We do have delete keyword and the name of the list, and inside the square bracket we do have the index value. So second index from the list will be deleted. That is actually 41. Number 41 will be deleted from the list, and this print statement is just used to confirm whether it is deleted or not. So let's run the program and look at this output. Yes, 41 is removed from the list. And even you can specify the number of elements. Multi elements you can delete at a time. For that we have to give the start value and the end value. See, all these values are just the index number. So starting from index 1 till index 2 we have to remove, which means I have written here 3, but it works one number less. Always end value will work for n minus 1 times. If your n is 4, it works for 3 times. Here our n is 3, so it works up to 2. So totally how many elements will be removed? Index 1 and index 2 will be removed. Let's see the output. look at this. 10 and 75 is stored, and index 1 and index 2, they are removed from the list. And the next one is remove function. So this remove function is used to delete an element from the list if its index is unknown. So if you are not sure about the index, you can simply give the element. So 23, I just want to remove 23 from the list, so I'm just giving the same number inside remove function. So if it is a function, we should have this open and close parenthesis. Delete is the statement. So we have written only the keyword, but remove is function. So you have to use this open and close parenthesis. Simply give the number which number you want to delete. Simply give that number inside this function. So let's run the program. And yes, 23 is removed from the list. Apart from remove function, pop function can also be used to delete an element using the given index value. Pop function deletes and returns the last element of the list if the index is not given. So let's see how it works. So let's enter the list in interactive mode. Marks equal to inside the square bracket 10, 20, 30 and 40. Then press enter. We will get the command prompt again. Marks dot pop of 1, which means index 1. So look at this. Index 1 is deleted and it displays. At last we do have clear function. This clear function is used to delete the entire list. Complete elements of a list will be deleted. So here this is the line. Marks dot clear. Clear is a function. It clears the entire list. Look at this. It returns empty list. So in page 145 and 146, you do have other important list functions. So go through all these functions. It is very easy and simple. You can try by yourself. So that's all for today. Thank you.